What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another tutorial. I'm going to show you how to dribble like a pro player. The age-old question: how do pro players dribble so well? How do they keep the ball so well to be able to maneuver into space, to basically beat your opponent and basically wiggle into these tight areas where players won't be normally able to get into? Now, it's actually quite easy. The first step is you need someone with good agility and balance. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to quickly just score this goal. Okay, that was a very heavy touch. And that's another thing as well. Don't run with the ball. You know, when you have a player, someone like Mane, someone like Lucas Moura, someone like Dembele, they have very good agility and balance. And what that means is they can turn very, very quickly. You would find that sometimes Dembele's dribbling is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Why? It's because simply Ronaldo has a low balance, even though he's got top tier dribbling stats, and that is why you may struggle. Now, the next thing is, where do you dribble into? Now, a lot of players, when they get the ball, this is what they do. I think, okay, you know what? There's space there. Let me just walk into it. Just walk into it. And they end up losing the ball. Now, this is the thing. When a pro dribbles, they don't dribble into the space, the free space. They dribble to evade. The most important thing, they dribble to evade. So they go backwards. Now, you might be saying, hang on. Well, when I verse someone, they dribble to get past me. Yes, they do. But they bait you the first time. So like here, they might fake going one way, and then they exit the other way, like that. So let me show you an example. So I'm going to ask Son now to go down the wing. So what they'll do, for example, they'll turn like this way, and then go the opposite way. So that's how they're taking you. They're not taking you from the initial phase. They're basically turning one direction and then turn the opposite direction to basically bait your movement. Now, with manual jockeying this year, people are struggling inside the box, especially to dribble. So the key thing is, so when you, likewise when you're defending against dribbling, that should have probably been a foul. Likewise when you're defending with dribbling, you don't just run, like see the people that just try to run into the space like this. They tried to run to the space. It appears my opponent has stopped playing. God knows why. I'm just going to miss. Maybe his controller turned off. I think his controller turned off there. So let's score a goal there. But you can see how you dribble away. Now, agility and balance is probably the forefront. Now, if you have the ball, and let's say, for example, so I'll give you an example. So as you can see, this is a normal game, right? I'm going to tell you when I should dribble and when I can't, okay? So I'm going to go through some things that a lot of players have been asking me about these questions. Okay, should I dribble here? I'm going to explain to you what's right and what's wrong. So here my opponent, I'm expecting a dribble here to go on his right foot. End up taking a shot on his left foot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I get the ball here. I'm not going to dribble. There's too much tight space, okay? When I get the ball over here, another misconception is, oh, there's space in front of me. Let me try running into the space in front of me. End up doing that and end up losing the ball. So you cannot run if there's space in front of you. So don't even hold the run button. The run button should be merely a boost. If there is no one in the way, then you can move. See how my opponent dribbled away from me, then he turned me. You see that? That is a perfect example of good dribbling. So you see, he turned one way, let me commit, and then went the other way. So you can see, watch this. So same with Walker, not the best agility and balance. You can also incorporate ball rolls, but you can see when someone's not got the best agility and balance, they can still dribble. And of course, against pressure, the best thing is to dribble out of pressure. So you can see your Llorente hasn't really got the best agility and balance, but can still dribble. Now, I also look at the white cursor. Where is the white cursor? And I take a touch away from me. So wherever this white cursor is, my best bet is when you're first line is take a touch away like this, like that. See that? Just take a touch away. So your opponent comes towards you, you take a touch away. You see I'm protecting the ball every single time I take a touch away. There, of course, I was collided with 4 people. But that's the basics. Whenever you get the ball, someone coming towards you, you take a touch away. It appears this player has given up. So like again, take a touch away. And you see what basically I'm doing is I'm drifting into the space. So like here, I'm not pushing forward. I'm basically trying to move away. Then when there's a chance for me to go forward like here, then I run into the space. You see that? So I'm dribbling here, dribbling normally, dribbling, trying to get the ball, using my left analog stick. I think he's upset because I'm dribbling, but you can see I don't rush. Then when there's space in front of me, then I go into it. You see that? So that is the key. It's all about movement. So if this guy leaves, I'll show you some in-game examples that may help you. Hopefully he stays in the game. So again, get the same ball here. Jordi Alba. I'm not going to redo dribbling there because it's quite risky. L1 trigger. And again, I want to go into the wing position. He's going to catch up to me, so I turn around first. Good defending there. So he actually knew what I was going to do. So he actually predicted to go on the outside. But you kind of get the gist. So the first time you do this, just practice basically moving your left analog stick away from your opponent. Going to do a ball here. And you can see it's the exact same thing. So watch, I get the ball with Jordi Alba. I'm not running with the ball. Left analog stick, touch. Okay, now there's space in front of me, so I sprint. He's catching up to me now. So I do a little bit of a shimmy. And I fake one way again, and go the other way. See that? I'm using my initial movement to trick him. Like here, going to fake to go this way, and then going to go back outwards again. into the space. Going to cut inside this time. Go outside, inside. Trying to go into the space, but he's defending it very well, so I can't go that way, so I've got to turn around. Into the space. Good defending, but you see, you don't over dribble, of course. I'm just doing it in this example, right? I'm not saying walk past the entire defense. You know, you may have seen your favorite player like Kurt or whatever do that, but he doesn't do that from, I suppose you can say, the halfway line. Of course, he does inside the box. So the key thing is when you get into this, let's say example like here, I don't know, you see some play overlapping, because I got Mane, right? Not the best of passes from Son over there. Just going to defend this phase. I think he probably knows. In fact, if I just give him a goal, I think maybe he'll probably just stay in the game. That might be a good idea. I don't think he'll leave now because he's got a goal. So that's probably a good way to keep him in the game. But above all, agility and balance is the most important thing. That's what I wanted to echo. So now let me show you some real examples, okay? So 1, 2. Okay, so here I'll show you at halftime anyway the players while we're at it. And now in the second half, what I'll do is I'll show you some real game examples of where I'll be dribbling. So as you can see, a lot of my players, I've got good agility and balance. So if I go to squad, if you focus over here and you go over to the agility and balance, which is in the middle, as you can see, hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can get my marker on the screen. Maybe if I can. You see that here, agility and balance? Look at these players now. Look at that. Mane, 93.88, 94.82. 94.98. You see how the agility balance is very, very good. Even my sub bench, look at the agility balance on these players. Matches, same thing, really, really good agility balance. Muriel, really good agility balance. So you can see the player choice yourself is important. Of course, the taller the player, the higher the agility balance they'll need. You'll find someone who's 6'1" with, like, let's say 90 agility balance won't feel as fluid as someone with, for example, who's got 90 agility balance and they're 5'6". Of course, the shorter you play, the lower center of gravity you have, the quicker you can move and turn on the ball. So I'm just going to play normally like a normal game over here. Just going to use the run and jockey as usual. So we're just going to imagine now this is a normal game. So the first section was tutorial. This is now the normal game example. So we're just going to defend normally. He's now doing some nice left stick dribbling. I get the ball back here. Bit unlucky. Okay, here. Nice. I'll see that player making a run. Not the best of 1-2. He's going to run back here, defending my CDM. Going to switch to my centre back now. Defend the angle towards goal. You see, even though he dribbled away, I was aware where the goal was and I defended that. I didn't commit to his dribble. Quick 1-2 down the wing. I see Son making that run. I haven't got really space here, so I'm just going to wait over here. Do a quick 1-2 over there. L1 triangle. Not the best of balls from Lorente. Going to run back here. Gonna go now. I know that guy's running in the middle, so I need to cover him, right? So I'm just gonna step up a little bit here, force him to make that pass, cut him off. I'm waiting for the pass now. I intercept it when there's a chance. Made a mistake there. Run a jockey, pushed him out wide. See that? Even though he dribbled one way, I didn't follow it. Okay, now here I see the space there. Now I'm gonna dribble away from him, so I can then take a touch away, a touch into safety. See that? Touch into safety. See my first touch? How they're always going into these safe areas. L1 trigger. And that's a very good tactical foul for my opponent. Gonna fake one way, then go back up again. I'm looking at the white cursor, he's coming towards me, so I'm taking a touch away. You see that? And I'm trying to get to that gap, but I can't. So I'm just gonna pass the ball there. So I'm not gonna over dribble there. Get the ball to this player. Quick 1-2, not the best of passes. Mane, gotta go this way. Pretend to go inwards, back outwards again. I shouldn't have probably been a foul. Let's probably go. Oops, I didn't even mean to do that. Gonna go one way, other way. Now, of course, you can use strafe dribbling as well. That's another example. Strafe dribbling is a really, really good example. You do have agile dribbling where you hold the R1 button. That's the agile dribbling movement. But agile dribbling, it's a good way of learning how to dribble. So what people do is when they get inside the box, they spam. So I'll give an example, right? So when they get the ball inside the box, they spam the agile dribbling button. That is something that is quite common. It's actually a very, very good way to keep the ball close to your feet. So let's say, for example, you're over here. You can use agile dribbling button, as you can see, to keep the ball close to you. That is one way of doing it. But I would just say, in the beginning, just stick with simple left stick dribbling. I learned to make the dribbles into the space. Again here, take a touch into the space. You can see he's coming towards me. Through ball. So I'm going to bait him going outside, then inside again. He's switched away. Okay, he didn't fall for it. Going to go inside the box. Turn back outwards, inwards. See, I'm just shimmying here. Outwards, inwards. Watch my left analog stick. Shimmy, outwards, inwards. Gonna go away from goal. That's the least obvious space. Unfortunate players, switch players there. But you can see, for example, look how quickly I'm dribbling using it to evade, and unfortunately I did it over here. Same thing. I'm going to use a sprint. You use explosive sprint, of course, to get into the space. And of course you can combine this with ball rolls to turn very, very quickly. I'm going to go on the outward angle. Why? Because he's always going to defend the inward angle. I don't know how on earth the goalkeeper got that, but you kind of get the gist here. Inside the box, quick 1-2. I'm going to wait for Mane, going to do elastic dribbling to wait for Mane to get in position. Now Mane is of course right footed, but I'm just going to get into the space, take a shot towards goal and finish it. So you see, when you use the left stick movement, you see how much control you have. And you see, I'm only using the run button to exit. And likewise, when I'm defending, I don't see his dribble. I don't commit to a dribble. It's only really, that's a CDM, so I've got to be careful. Oops. Lost the ball there. I'm just going to run back now, here defend the situation, getting counter very heavily now. Now I'm expecting a pass here, so I'm going to let him commit. Shield the ball a little bit there. I'm going to go fake upwards, then go inwards to give me space. See that you change play as well? So of course you can dribble yourself out of danger as well, but of course it's very, very risky. But as you get experience, you'll know, for example, to do a ball roll, to turn a ball here so you can turn on a dime. And you'll know, for example, how to get away from these situations. This is basically how you avoid pressure, but you still need to know the basics. Here, driven pass, 1-2. 1-2 again, let Dembele overlap. Ball roll there. Son. It's just about through. I think that's missed, is it? No, it's in the back of the net. But anyway, guys, that is, of course, the example for learning how to dribble. If you want to learn how to dribble more, don't forget to check out my Patreon series, patreon.com/NealGuides. Link is down below in the description, and you can see it on the bottom right screen as well. There's also a money back guarantee, so you don't get better after 1 month. You can simply just get your money back. So that's the basic the NealGuides guarantee. Patreon.com/NealGuides. Link is down below, pinned in the comment section or in the description down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and of course, I'll catch you next time.